to not alt tab out of the game because for whatever reason that makes things crash. So hopefully that continues to work. Let me get something else set up here on my end, and we'll jump into this, get a character created, and get into the game. Sorry for all the false starts there, guys. This is, as I said, I was too lazy to download OBS and get it configured properly, and thought I'd use Shadow Play tonight just to jump in real quick, and yeah, that didn't really work out too well. I may have to pull chat up on my phone. We'll see. Alright, let's create a character.
Well, this looks like it was important. Once.
Man, we'll have to fine-tune the audio settings with the mic and the in-game audio, because I have no idea what it is in this game. You know, every time we start this again, we have to do something specific, make it all work right. So, not a lot of character creation options. Most of your features get covered up by some pretty good-looking gear, but still, you would think that there might be some more options on character creation. But again, even with Dark Souls, there really wasn't that much, so not that big of a deal, I suppose.
This looks like it was important. Once.
All right, that's good enough. Alright, so the first part of the game is strictly a tutorial. They're trying to get you used to some of the mechanics in the game. So, how to attack things, how to dodge. There is no blocking. This is going to be some melee combat, so that'll be fun to watch.
What can we do when our last hope fails? That you must discover. Our last hope sailed this sea before you, in search of an end to the beasts that have hunted us for generations. An end was found, or so we thought, when the dragon rose into the sky like a phoenix, blazing in flames of agony. But our hero never came home. Only the storm, the beasts, the unshakable dread that something had twisted and turned. Your journey will not be easy. Storm swirls round the dragon's tower like a shroud. The dragon may be dead, but in its ashes, I fear something else has awoken. You will fight for every step. You must reach the tower, learn what became of our warrior, face what lurks within. When our last hope fails, another shall take its place. So long as we have breath.
Alright, let me turn down the in-game audio. What playthrough am I on? 78? I don't know. Kind of started and stopped this a few times. Going through, testing various things out, playing with different bosses and random things that spawn in the game. Alright, the in-game audio has been adjusted. Let me know how that works out. Alright, so as I was saying, this is like the first part of the game is like this little tutorial area where they're trying to teach you how to move and how to use weapons and all kinds of other stuff. Give you the basics on how to move around, how to dodge, as I said. There's no blocking, which is unfortunate, but kind of is what it is. Oh, first catch of the day. All the enemies are like these glowing red, well, not all of them, but the first enemies you run into are these glowing red, like, tree ant looking things. That randomly try to ambush you, and then as you get down here, we'll take some fall damage, which is awesome. None of that. The bad thing is you can't interrupt your attack animation. So if you're attacking a couple different guys at the same time, you wind up getting yourself into a situation where you can be mid-swing and then they can attack you and you get hit. Yeah. There are a number of times in the game where you'll just get swarmed by enemies, and it can be complicated at best. You want to hide from him. He yells and stuns you if you get too close, so... Alright. Alright, so from here, I'm gonna run all the way up top. Take this guy out. Try not to get killed by this guy. And if you screw up in the tutorial area, it kind of leads you to the same place that happens if you don't screw up. So if you die during the first section of the game, it's not that big of a deal, or you almost die. How's that? Yeah, definitely like a Dark Souls game. Yeah. Even to the point where there are like bonfires and other things. Hodor!
Hang on!
Hodor! Good, thanks to know. Is that a mind flayer? Is that the Demogorgon? There's only like 15 of them. We got this. No problem. Anybody home? Anybody want to open the door? Oh, hey, look. Teddy bears with teeth. I could have dodged that. Oh, the Ewoks are coming. It's undead Ewoks.
Hang in there.
Hurry up, Ellen!
You're gonna be okay.
We got company! Move! Move!
Yeah, it shouldn't be too laggy. I've got the bitrate turned way down, so which is affecting the quality, I'm assuming. But I tried to put it up at 1080p at like 9 megabits. So
Oh, you're awake. Hi there. Whoa, take it slow. You got hurt real bad. You don't want to start bleeding again, do you?
well, I might.
I'm Wallace. I wanted to see you. I asked the commander if I could.
You asked the commander if you could come do what to me while I was sleeping?
Commander Ford and Mr. Wriggler found you.
Throw a
But
dead
they
squirrel
said-
on me?
They said Mark wasn't coming back.
Mark, he's gone. Oh no.
Never mind.
He was my friend. And now he's
Commander
gone.
said you should come see her when you woke up. She's in the room down the hall. She'll find a place for you. Everyone's got a place. I'll see you later.
Alright, well, the first thing to do is to run around and break shit, because you have this stuff you can pick up called scrap, and you can also pick up various other crafting type items, one of which is iron. There are various different levels of iron that you pick up throughout the game, but the first is just plain old iron, and it'll be laying around. It also can drop from containers. We'll beat the heck out of some boxes and a wall here and there, just to pick up as much scrap as you can. Scrap is considered is your money in the game. So if you want to buy consumables and other stuff, scrap is what you get.
Well, well. Look who's awake.
Carol, is that you?
You put up quite a fight outside our gates. I'm Commander Ford. This is my base, and you, friend, are an unexpected guest. It's my job to know the kind of people I bring into Ward 13. We haven't seen a living soul on that shore for weeks. You will tell me why you were really out there.
Don't you tell me what to do.
No one has been in that tower in a very long time. But you've got no chance of getting there.
I don't think
in the
anyone's been in
storm.
her tower in a very long time. I'm just
Truth
saying.
is,
Just saying.
the ward has been cut off. We had to block the gates after we dragged you in. The root are everywhere. But now that you're here, I have an
I'm not going in
idea.
your tower. That's not
Tell
happening.
you what, you want to leave? You'll have to do something for us first.
You're gonna have to do something for me first.
First, we need power. That storm knocked out our reactor recently. With enough power, we might be able to activate another way out of here. The reactor is on the lower basement level. There's a stairwell that leads down to it.
You
Get it
wanna
running, then
go,
come back
Go
here.
down to your reactor.
Nothing around here is easy.
Get it restarted.
Watch your back. We already lost a man down there a few days ago. I suspect the root have found a way in.
Uh-oh.
Go check in with Riggs about your blade. I don't imagine your fists will do much against the root.
Hey, I
You do this for us.
fuck up some boxes
and
with
I'll
my
make
fists.
sure you get out of here.
All right. Loot some of the stuff in her room. I definitely suggest that if you are doing this, run through the area and break all the boxes that you can, because as you come back in after doing the tutorial section, things will respawn. At least they usually do for me, and it gives me an opportunity to kind of collect some extra loot. So there are usually a couple boxes over here. There's some under the stairs on one side. And if we come out back here, There's a big group of them over here in the corner. Oh, swing and a miss. Oh, body blow, body blow. Oh, God. I think I just hit the I-beam. Alright, so that's those, and then there are a few out here to clean up. There's one here. I could break a giant box, but not a table. See, there's iron. So yeah, iron is your basic level 1 crafting material. It's what you use to upgrade all your weapons and everything. So in the game, you'll pick up a specific armor. You'll pick up a specific weapon, but it's more, when I say specific, it's like a type of armor that has some bonuses to it. I don't think... So you can see on this armor here, it's got... it's a 3-piece set bonus that can be acquired through wearing the 3 pieces of it. 1 piece increases our chance to get loot from destroying breakables, which we're doing right now. And all the other armor sets are set up in the exact same way. However, if you want to upgrade them, you use your iron to give them +1, +2, +3, and that increases their armor rating. And the same thing for weapons. You'll get you'll get like a pistol, and then you can upgrade that specific pistol a number of times to make it better, do more damage, things along those lines. There are various different types of weapons, obviously, in the game, but the loot isn't like, you know, if you find a pistol of +2 dragon slaying or something, and then, you know, you're 50 levels into the game and you still haven't found an equivalent pistol that's like the +10 version. You don't have to worry about that. You just find it and then upgrade it as you go based on the materials that you find. So it works out pretty well. That's about the extent of the loot that you can pick up early on, if I recall correctly. Right now, they want us to go and talk with somebody who's going to be a crafter for us. So this is a guy you're going to talk to all the time when you want to upgrade your weapons and armor.
Hey, it's good to see you on your... I did what I could to patch you up. You seem like a tough one, though. Name's Wriggler. Most everyone calls me Riggs. Well, your sword was pretty banged up in the fight. Not much I could do with it, I'm afraid. The blade was shattered when we found you. Mostly scrap metal at this point. Think I remember Ace mentioned she found a few weapons out in the city. Maybe she'll help you out. Well, last I heard, Ace went down to check out the reactor. Good luck down there.
Myth, I haven't seen Control either. Deathloop, if you didn't hear me say it before, I have seen that from Arcane and how they're setting that up. I saw a video of that. I think they were doing some demo at a games conference. So I saw a little bit of it, but it was a while ago. I don't know what the state of it is now, and I didn't see what the release date was. But it definitely looked interesting. As far as Control, yeah, I haven't seen that. I haven't been paying very much attention to what's on the horizon, other than some of the big ones, as I said, like Borderlands 3 and Biomutant, Cyberpunk 2077, stuff like that.
Damn it, Les. Where are you? I swear.
This one kind of came out of the blue for me, but I think it's a fantastic game.
What? Where the hell did you come from? You nearly scared the life out of me. No one else wandering around down here. You're not from around here, are you?
Name's Ace. Ace Cotterill? You?
Hey, glad to hear it, Colin.
That right? Well, you found it.
Yeah, the
Starting
giant
that relic could mean
caution
trouble.
radioactive signs didn't give it away.
You ever start a reactor?
So you figured you'd just come down here and wing it?
I figured I'd just go press a
Lucky for
button.
you, just the press of a button on the terminal above us. Would have done it myself, but without knowing what might come sniffing around. With the two of us, though, maybe we got a chance. Okay, so I have an idea. You go upstairs and start the reactor. I'll help you kill whatever comes our way. You probably need a weapon, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find you something.
Okay, so you've probably been wondering about character classes. So the way they set the game up is there's 3 different character classes, but you're really not too locked into them, and I'll tell you why. Let's go through them first real quick. The Hunter is a long range The ex-cultist is kind of your medium-range character. Has a mod that allows you to heal. We'll talk about mods later, but it's the class that initially is given some healing capabilities, and then you pretty much have the Scrapper, which is your short-range tank type character. Now, the only thing that differs between the three classes that I've been able to tell is they have these things called traits that you can put points into, and we'll take a look at those later on. But each class starts with traits. I can't remember what his was. I think it's melee damage, maybe, something like that. This one was makes your mods recharge quicker, and his is weak spot damage. So if you shoot something in the head, it does more damage to it, or if one of its weak spots, it does more damage. Outside of that, you can buy their armors from the vendors. You can buy their weapons from the vendors. So outside of the initial perk that they give, I'm not sure what difference there really is between all three of them. We're going to start off with the Hunter.
Yeah, that should improve our odds.
You know me.
Get up there and start the reactor.
Oh, he's got Shadow Walker. So for stealth, that's what it is.
Get up there and start the reactor. All right, get ready for guests.
Alright, we're going to hang out over here and see who comes to us. I have found that she really can do some serious damage if you leave her alone. And if you kind of hang out up here, depending on where you stand, you can usually stay out of the fray to some degree. You may not want to, but for me, meh. They're just root spawning, which is what they call the bad guys. They call them root. They're just spawning over and over and over again, and you have to pretty much survive for like a minute and a half. Yeah, Myth, I'll have to check Control out and see what that's about. Yeah, so you can see this is kind of a safe spot. Once the timer elapses, we'll go down and clean things up. Usually get a little more company up here. I've stood up here where I've just got 2 or 3 guys. I've stood up here where I've gotten 5 or 10 guys. And sometimes I just get pretty much left alone, so... Which is kind of what's happening right now. And she can't die, so she's just down there murking stuff. So you can dodge. You can kind of duck and do that move. You can roll. Obviously you're side to side. Alright. Now let's go downstairs and kill some stuff.
Bastard! I got you.
High five.
There. That should do it. You fought good. Real good. Ford made the right choice sending you down here. You best go check in with Ford. Come visit my shop sometime, yeah? I'll make sure to give you the good in a fight discount.
Alright, definitely check around where you were fighting. because there is a scenario in which some loot will drop in here, some scrap. So definitely look around before you leave. Just make sure there's no scrap up top. There's no scrap down here. It looks like there's just a few pieces
Never
down
know.
here.
Less may turn up.
There's not an overwhelming amount of stuff that comes out of here. There are a few boxes in this other room that you can break, if I recall correctly. I think you can break this one. And we'll break... Really? This is the one bookshelf in the game that I can't break? Okay. Well, normally the big, tall, brown bookshelves you can break. Be careful of the... Careful of the pails. I wound up wearing one on my head for a while because I decided to break some boxes that had a pail on it. I'll have to post something on Twitter with that picture. I did take that screenshot. I thought that was hilarious. I was going to tell everybody it was a rare drop in the game and see what everyone had to say. How do you get that? It's got like 100 armor on it, man. It's the best helmet in the game. You can't see anything when you have it on your head, but...
Sure is good to have some light around here.
What's up, Reggie?
You're risking a lot for folks you don't know, stranger. Yes. You're trying to get yourself to that little island, yeah? Word moves fast when there ain't many words left around here. Listen, friend, I know you don't know me from a can of paint, but I want to help. You got a feeling of destiny about you. You're gonna save the world, ain't you?
That boy's got a shine to him.
That's the spirit. Here, I want you to have this. Not many people can keep their spirits out there in the world. An old friend told me this little bauble could keep even death at bay. At least for a while. And if you're looking to buy other treasures for your travels, come see me. Ace has got her own space over there. Between us, we got all sorts of treasures. But that stone there, free of charge. Oh, one more thing. Ellen, Commander Ford, she knows more about that island than she lets on. Ask her about the founder of Ward 13. She'll get you on your path. Oh, traveler.
Okay, so the Dragon Hearts, if you're a Dark Souls fan, is like an Estus flask. So it's got a couple charges to it, and every time you rest or hit a checkpoint, it recharges. And if you interact with a specific NPC, provide them some goodies, they'll upgrade it so you get more charges. All right, let's go talk with Commander Ford. And she's going to wind up sending us to pick up some other gear, like some armor. So we'll get our class-specific armor here.
Glad to see you got the reactor running. He wouldn't part with an artifact then. Very. You've proven yourself reliable, stranger. But I doubt you'll last long out there without help. Go see Riggs and McCabe downstairs. They'll fit you with better gear. Come see me afterwards.
Alright, we'll go pick up our armor.
Hey, Fred.
What up?
Thanks for getting the power back on. Ford mentioned we should help you get sorted for the city. As a thanks
Sorted?
for getting us out of a bind. Maybe we can put your old blade to good use after all. Let me look.
Alright, so now they're going to put you into this upgrade interface where you get to see what it takes to upgrade each one of your items. So if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, it says required materials. This is where I was telling you that it requires iron in order to upgrade your various items. Same thing with armor. If you want to upgrade your armor, it's not going to show it to you until we get a piece of armor that we can upgrade. But we'll just go ahead and upgrade our rifle for right now. And we'll upgrade our sword too.
All right. Hey, now that's better. Oh, and take this. It's not the strongest stuff, but more protection than what you've got. Ah, there you go. A bit sturdier. Every little bit counts out there. It's true, we don't have much, but you did right by us. Best we do right by you. If you need any weapon upgrades in the future, come see me. McCabe over there will help you out with the augments for your gear. But, stick to business talk. You know, she's not much for chat beyond her work.
Alright, so if we go look at what they gave us, we got this sharpshooter gear, and you can see that it increases. If you wear 3 pieces, it increases your weak spot damage. If we go chat him up,
That's all I have for now, friend.
when we
I
come
go
back,
check
I'll
in
show you
with
that you can
McCabe.
buy
I
some of
think she's
the
got
other
some
armor
upgrades
and
for
weapons and stuff that would be available to the other classes.
So you're the stray Ford was talking about. We got plenty of mouths to feed without taking in random drifters. Apparently taking out a few root is enough for our commander, though. Ford's gonna give my time to every stray who wanders in, and we're having words. I'm McCabe. I'm the engineer. And you're a pain in my ass. I'm not some scrap peddler.
Dick up
Got
your
it?
ass.
It's the apocalypse. I can be as grumpy as I damn well please. Let's see what we're dealing with here. From the look of that rifle, you're not getting close to the action. This'll keep those weeds in your sights. That's all you get for now. Get me more compo- Now get out of here. Yeah.
Alright, so she gives us a free weapon mod. So if we go into our weapons, you can see they have this big circle next to them. The sword doesn't have one, but the guns do, and if you interact with it, you can equip these mods. So the mod that you get by default with this character will mark all enemies within 40 meters for the caster and all their allies. Critical hit chance against marked enemies is increased by 15%, and it lasts 60 seconds. So this builds up over time as you're doing damage and killing enemies, and then once it kind of maxes itself out, you can then activate it. So it's kind of a skill that you have to build up based on just how active you are with a given weapon. Now I think if we
We're
chat
done
her,
here.
nope. Alright, we'll go talk to Ford, then come back through here, and I'll show you some of the other weapon and gear options that are available. And we totally went the long way. It's fine. It's fine. Got some boxes to destroy.
Good to see you more equipped. Riggs and McCabe do good work. I hope this will be enough to get you on your way. We can't leave by the gates now, but the founder, my grandfather, gave me this key years ago. He said we should only use it when there's no other choice. Well, we are out of choices. Considering you stuck your neck out for us, it seems fitting you do the honors. Take it. There's a terminal downstairs in the main room. Use the key there. With any luck, we can get the thing running. Well, here's hoping it doesn't.
Hair spit in your eye. Alright, we'll head downstairs, turn on the magic machine of doom, see what happens. Alright, Myth. Hey, man. Thanks for stopping by. I sure do appreciate it.
Really something, isn't it? I'd read about it, but I never saw it working. This red eye might be our only door to the outside world now. You want to get out of here? This is your shot. My grandfather was the commander before me. They called him the founder of Ward 13. He brought everyone to Ward 13 when the Root first attacked. He was determined to learn where the Root came from. He spent so much time out there, searching. And one day, there's a room just outside the ward. All his notes, any hint of where he went, it's there. If you want to reach the atoll, he may be the last one who knew how to get there. Listen, I know this has all been a bit rough for you. Been rough for everyone. But you came through for us. For that, I'm grateful. You're welcome back anytime. Good luck.
Alright, so effectively you need to go through the tutorial solo like you have to do in so many multiplayer games. However, once you get through that tutorial, you now get to a point where if you have friends that are also playing, you can now all join up to really get into the game together at this point. So we're going to pop into our traits, and I will show you what these are. So this is what I was talking to you about before. As you level up, you're going to get these trait points that you can spend in your various traits. Now this character, being the hunter, has this enemy awareness shadow walker trait that he was given by default. The mid-range character has one that makes the mod that we were talking about before. It makes it build its charge up quicker, and then there is one from the tank character that I can't remember what it is. I've only played around with that character once or twice. You'll also find skill books in the game. They're kind of random where they are, but once you pick those up, they're called Tomes of Knowledge. And once you pick up a Tome of Knowledge, you can also use that to get a skill point and travel. A common question that I've seen is on what this whole deal is with world settings, what it's going to do. It says reroll campaign. Effectively, this resets you back to this exact point in the game, like right at the very beginning. It pretty much resets your whole game, all your progress, but it allows you to change your difficulty. And also early on in the game, it is a fantastic way to farm for random spawns that happen. So farming for Tomes of Knowledge, rings, and also some NPCs that spawn randomly in the maps. So there's various different encounters you can have in dungeons, and every time you reroll, new dungeons may or may not show up on your map. So since you're really not making a lot of progress early on in the game, rerolling from this point makes a lot of sense. I think they're coming out with an adventure mode, at least that's what I've been told, and I think that's going to change doing any type of farming like this early on in the game. But for right now, it's kind of the way you farm up some mats and everything else early on. So as I said, once you get in, a lot of the stuff respawns like that.
What
We already
now?
broke those boxes, but if we talk to her, you can see that you can, we go over to buy. You can buy the other mods that would have been given had you been one of the other classes. So Mender's Aura is the one given to the ex-cultist, and the Scrapper gets Hot Shot. So Hot Shot, that's what that does, and that's what Mender's Aura does. And then if we go over here and
I've got
check
work to
out
do.
this guy.
Anything you need? Let's see what I've got.
And go to buy items, you can see that he sells the coach gun and the scrap hatchet. Those are both items that you get if you're playing as the ex-cultist, and the scrap hammer and the shotgun are the two items you start with if you're playing as the scrapper. Armor, same deal. The cultist's gear is what you start out with for the cultist, or the ex-cultist, and the scrapper has this stuff. So you can see that the Scrapper is really, even with its initial starting gear, geared towards doing melee damage, so up close damage. You know, obviously they've got the shotgun and big hammer that you throw around. So even it's the damage that you're getting from the armor set bonuses is all based on enemies being within 2.5 meters, which is super close.
Be safe out there.
So if you want to pick any of that up, you can absolutely pick that up and equip it on whatever other character you play as. If you decide not to play as a hunter and you want the hunter gear, you can always get it. You're not precluded from picking that up.
Yeah. We did some good down at... Told them I couldn't have done it alone. I'm only sorry we didn't find less. Guess my lucky coin. We're both gone. But hey.
So she makes a comment about her lucky coin. That is one of the things that you can randomly find out in the world. I think it's called a... I think it's called a tarnished coin or something along those lines. You'll see it. It glows red. He also has something like a tarnished ring or something he wants you to pick up for him if you can ever find it. So there's lots of stuff to pick up and turn in, but it's all random. So it's not like you can say, hey, go here and you'll find this. It just doesn't work that way. It's just a lot of RNG for the most part. Alright, box is out of the way. We're going to head back through here. And just kill these as well, since there's a big group of them right here. And you can see that white meter down on the right-hand side underneath the images of the weapons. That's your stamina, so as you run, stamina degrades. Again, very much like Dark Souls. As you roll, your stamina degrades. And the reason I like to break those is you saw we picked up a little bit of iron there. Iron is just supremely useful early on for upgrading your stuff. So if there's a place you could go get it easily, it's always worth doing. Alright, so we're going to dip out into the world just a bit and then head back in here because there is some early game stuff that we're going to pick up. Specifically, a submachine gun. So we're going to travel. We're going to travel to the Founder's hideout. Now, there's two different types of, like, checkpoints, waypoints, portal stones. There are these little bonfire-looking things they call checkpoints. And you can't really travel anywhere from them except back here to your main base. And once you get to a different one, you can't travel to one you've already found. When you find big stones like this, these are the things you can actually select out in the world to travel to. But the individual bonfires, you're only going to be able to travel to the last one you touched. So whatever last checkpoint you rested at, that's the one you'll be able to go to. You can't you're not really picking them up like waypoints like you would anywhere else. Alright, so we're going to grab our oilskin tonic. We're going to grab our Ward 13 keycard. We're going to head over here and smash this box, smash this bookshelf, head inside here, and go upstairs and pick up some armor that we're not going to wear, but it might be useful to somebody else out there who's playing, so I wanted to show it. Come over here and pick this up. This is going to give you the Drifter's armor set, and if we go in here and check that out, the Drifter's armor set reduces the amount of stamina that you use when you're doing anything. Running, rolling, anything along those lines. So it's definitely a decent little armor set. I'm not using it right now, but I figured I'd show it to you guys because it's something you can pick up early on. And we'll break that, and then we're going to head back to Ward 13 and pick up our submachine gun. Alright, in order to get the submachine gun, there is a video up on the channel to kind of give you the full walkthrough on it, but I'll show it to you here because I want to pick it up anyways. Gotta head down here into basement level 2 into the actual Ward 13 and interact with this keycard reader. Swipe our card, head inside here. And I mentioned skill books previously, so this is what the skill books look like. They're called Tomes of Knowledge. If I can get the prompt on one of them. There we go. You can pick that up, and it gives you a trait point to spend. So if we go up here and look at our traits, it now says we have 1 trait point available. We'll go ahead and put it into vigor. Alright. Now we're just going to break everything that we can. There's some bookcases in here.
Yeah.
Break the chair. Break the chair. There's definitely quite a bit of lore to be gleamed from reading what's on the computers. So if you're big into the lore of the games, definitely check out the computers down here in Ward 13. There's all kinds of information about kind of what's going on out in the world and how we kind of got to where we are now and all that kind of good stuff. Now this is the second room down the hallway on your left. You want to make sure you come in here and interact with this tape recorder, because when you do, you're going to get another trait called Elder Knowledge. And if you check this out, this trait increases the experience you get based on how many points you're putting in there. So it's definitely a good one to have. I'm going to head in here and pick up this fuse because we're going to need it in order to get our submachine gun. So before we go too much further, we're going to head downstairs and grab a key that we're going to need in order to get that submachine gun. Alright, we're going to put the fuse in here. Kind of, maybe. There we go. And we will throw the switch, turn the power on. And then we'll head around here and drop our key card in the key card reader. Crack these doors open. We're going to head around to the right and go up into thermal control, because I think there's something up in here we can loot. Yes. Bandage. So bandages stop bleeding. They don't help you repair they don't help you regen your health or anything like that. So there are certain creatures that will put bleed effects on you, and the bandages will help remove the bleed, which is always helpful. And that little oilskin tonic that you saw me pick up earlier, it's that little black bottle on the left hand side of the screen, actually removes the infected status effect. So they have this effect that certain characters can put on you that is called like root curse or something along those lines, and if it builds up enough, you'll become infected, and the only way to get rid of the affected status is to use the potion. Why you'd want to do that is when you're completely infected, you wind up coughing at random intervals, so it can stop you from attacking. It's really bad to have if you're in combat. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of interior decorating here. My services are available free of charge. And we'll see our first ammo box. So ammo boxes are something that you will use when you are completely out of ammo, and it will refill all of the ammo for all of your weapons. So they are really, really, really helpful, especially later in the game when you get to scenarios where you're just not getting ammo to drop at all. Early on when you kill enemies, ammo will drop. Later on, it can get a little more scarce, so it's definitely nice to have. ignore this area for pretty much right now. You're not going to be able to do anything, but what you can do is come back here and grab another Tome of Knowledge. We're going to grab that and just throw that in Elder Knowledge. Alright, now that we've done all of that, I'd mentioned we were coming down here to get something we would need in order to get our submachine gun. What we need to do is get into that room that's back there behind the fan, but I don't want to murder myself, so no suicide in the video. We're going to turn off the fan. And we're going to head around here and pop up in there and grab it. So through the fan blades, around here to the right, in this room, we're going to find Frenzy Dust, Ammo Box, and the Ward 13 Master Key. All of this loot that we have seen so far is static loot. It doesn't seem to change based on resets and playthroughs and character classes. It all seems to be fairly static, so what you're seeing in my game, you're definitely going to see in your game, because I've seen it about 1 billion times when I've come down here and tried this over and over again. Alright, back up to basement level 2, through the door to the left, and down here, you're going to find a big hallway on your right. So that's where you want to go. And we're going to dip in here, do a bit more looting. Another oilskin tonic. The blood wart that looks like, for whatever reason, to me every time I glance at it, it looks like dynamite, is actually your healing potions. So it will give you a heal over time. It doesn't heal you immediately, but it is it's definitely nice to have. You run out of Dragon Heart, or you just don't want to burn one because you haven't really gotten that far down on health, you can always pop one of those potions. And you can always buy one of those potions from one of the NPCs. So if you have some extra scrap laying around, you want to sell, buy a potion, you can do that. Another ammo box here. We'll roll out the window like a pimp. Come through here. Around here to the left. I don't think there's anything in here we can break. Oh yeah, there we go. Always looking for stuff to destroy. A little more scrap. Alright. Dip through the window. Up in here. And we will use that key that we picked up from behind the fan blades to unlock the door. Inside, over here on the left. Find another blood wart potion, but most importantly, we find the reason we came in here, which is the submachine gun. So, in the various classes of weapons, there are rifles and there are handguns, and you can have one of the other equipped. You can't equip like a pistol and a submachine gun. You have to have a rifle and a handgun, so this is how we've got things set up right now. Alright, we're going to drop back down the hole and then head out. So that's about the extent of what you can do in here for now that I know of. As I said previously, there was that one area on the next level down that we walked into. I said kind of ignore this for now, but there's a skill book back here. You'll go back to that later, but for right now, it's nothing to be done down there that I know of. We don't need to go into the reactor level. We've already been there. Although that door is very enticing every time I run by it. Sometimes occasionally I just feel like I'm about to get sucked into that room. It's like, ooh, hey, there's a door I haven't been through. Hey, let me go check that out. Nope, already been there. How's the game? The game's fantastic. I really like it. It's not really buggy. If you like Dark Souls, I think you would really, really like the game. I'm not a huge Dark Souls fan. I played it, I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong. But I really like this game. I think they did a really good job with it. I didn't see it coming. This game was not actively on my radar by any means. It felt like kind of a, I don't know. Maybe there was a lot of press behind it. Maybe there was a lot of hype and I just missed it. But it felt kind of a stealth drop to me. And man, I'm pretty impressed so far. I like it. Definitely worth playing, in my opinion. If you like Dark Souls type games. If you don't, you're not going to like this game. There is definitely the frustration factor that exists. There's a lot of mechanics that work exactly the same way, from resetting all the enemies once you rest at a checkpoint, that kind of stuff, so... Where are you going?
Yeah, get it.
Oh, I just shot him in the head and he's still not sure what to do, huh? Oh, he's coming for me. You coming? Alright, you gonna throw some shit at me? No? You wanna dance? You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Use your mini-map. Look around. There is stuff everywhere. However, as far as actual skill books and like rings and that type of stuff, I haven't found them in buildings yet. I generally find them in like alleyways or out in the open-ish area. But, oh, well, here's a fucking skill book in a building, so... Alright. Well, it just made a liar out of me. I've never found a ring in a building. I can tell you that. I found it in alleyways. I have found it in the sewers. I've never found a purple anything in a building. Maybe they exist. There's so much randomness to the game that, just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I've recently seen a lot of cool stuff that I didn't know about, so... well, I don't want to SMG the guy from this kind of distance. Wouldn't mind shooting him in the head, though. You think they would hear something like that, wouldn't you? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, you'd think they would hear something like that. I feel like somebody's up top. The one thing I'm not a big fan of in the game is the doors. There are so many like little places where you think, oh, this would be like a great like secret area. And then you go to interact with it, and it's just like a dummy asset in the game you can't get into. Yeah, there's just such like clutch little places where you're like, oh, I found something. This is gonna be cool. And then you get there, and it's like, no, there's nothing here. That's disappointing. So definitely some moments like that in the game which are unfortunate. So definitely look in places like this, because this is the type of spot you're gonna find those skill books. You're gonna find rings and amulets and all kinds of stuff. They like to stick them there. Oh, I think we're gonna get into some melee combat here. The other thing you're going to find in the game are these crates. Now, based on what zone you're in, the visual of the crate changes, but the contents tend to be scrap, crafting materials, and consumables. I haven't got anything else to pop out of them yet. It's possible that other stuff, like skill books, will pop out of them. I don't know. I would think not. But for me, it's just been consumables, like the bandages and the potions, ammo boxes, and scrap and iron, so... If you see something different, let me know. I'd love to know if I can get skill books out of those boxes. That'd be interesting. Oh, I hear somebody. Oh, there he is. There you go. Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving. Oh, shit. That was like a late dodge, wasn't it? I don't think you see me, do you? Oh, yeah, you do. Come on, throw something at me. Go ahead. No? You want this? You want that? Oh, shit. There's another one. Oh, what? Oh. Oh. Late dodge. Uh-oh. Bad news. Come on. Come around the corner. That was totally planned. That was planned.
It's over.
I wanted to show you what it was like when you didn't dodge out of the way of something getting thrown at you as a what not to do. You know, do as I say, not as I do, that kind of thing. You know, demonstration purposes only. I would have totally dodged that normally. Because I'm a pro, obviously. Come on. Duh. Oh! Oh, it's the helicopter guy here? Oh, he is. So there is a helicopter up here that is stuck in this tree. You can see the blades. You can see the rotor blades right through here. And there's an old dude up there you talk to. And if you exhaust every possible conversation option with him, he wants to tell you a bunch of stories, and if you listen to them, he gives you this pocket watch that you can eventually, if you get the spawn, give to a boss instead of fighting him, and in lieu of the fight, he will wind up giving you this bandit armor, which is pimpin' armor. It has a bonus on it to recover your bullets when you fire them. So it helps you conserve on ammo. It's pretty nice. Very impressed. But he's not a guaranteed spawn. So it's one of those things where you may not always get him. I haven't had a situation come up yet where I have gotten the boss. The boss's name is Barabbas or B.A. Baracus, something like that. And where the old man hasn't shown up for me in the game. I don't know if that's possible or not. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody's angry. How about some more melee combat? No? Snipe him? Oh, the glass. You can't shoot through the glass. Come on, Slick. Come get some. You want this? Oh, yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get stabbed. There we go. Oh, you want to throw something at me? Oh, Jesus. Mary and Joseph. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. They're coming out of the woodwork for me, lads.
That was rough.
That was rough. Taking on, see, that's what I was talking about earlier on, where taking on a few of them at a time can get a little bit tenuous just for the fact that you can't really, like, mid-swing, like, dodge or block or anything along those lines. So you kind of have to watch how you engage more than one at a time. It's possible if you are significantly more skilled at melee combat than I am. I think we all know that I suck at it. You'll be able to deal with that more effectively than I do, but for me, I never really like to engage more than one at a time just for that very reason.
Yeah.
I think somebody's upstairs. Yes, I hear him. He's got to hear me. I'm breaking everything. Oh yeah, come on. Jump on. Come 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 on. And get stabbed. Alright. Over the wall. I hear someone breaking glass. Oh, yeah. You want this? You want this? Jump over the wall. There you go. Oh, God, you brought friends. Come on, jump over the wall. Jump over the wall. Where's your friend at? Where's your friend? Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
That was rough.
Can you interact with the dumpsters? You may not interact with the dumpsters, not to the best of my knowledge. Most of the metal stuff you can't really do anything to. And then there's other wooden stuff like this, where it's like big wooden shelves. You would think that you'd be able to hack and slash your way to victory and get some stuff out of it, and you just can't. Wow, well, fuck up some chairs, but this little end table, nope. That's the old man I was telling you about. You can't quite get to him yet. You have to go through a little bit more to get him to show up, or to get on the other side of these doors. Pretty much have to get through the first boss. Oh, God. Look at that. So, that is a little mini boss. They are super fun to fight, especially in close quarters. Alright, let's try to take out a few of these guys first.
Yeah, get it!
I would prefer... Somehow I always wind up fighting him and having like 3 of the other guys join the battle, and that becomes, you know, super fun. Shit.
Yeah, get it!
Jesus, Mary, Joseph. Alright, we're gonna fall back here. See if we can't deal with them in a different environment. I don't want to be anywhere near that special dude.
Is that all you got?
Come on, throw something at me. You know you want to. Come on. Now you want to charge me? I can do that.
Whoa. It's over.
So the coach gun and the shotgun work really well against this guy. The rifle, not so much. And I should have thought about that earlier and picked one up. Otherwise, I'll just use the SMG on him. He's really hard to melee. He's got great range with that big club he's got. And you can see, like, even if you shoot him in the face, well, pretty much anywhere you shoot him, he gets that kind of damage, which is really not helpful. We're going to try to lead him back into this other area that's more open. And get some of our agility back. Come on, Slick. There you go. There you go. Run, run, run. Alright, occasionally when you take out one of those guys, it'll make that sound. So you'll know they're down, and not related to the sound is the dropping of this thing called a luminite crystal. These are used in different types of crafting, specifically related to upgrading your dragon heart and crafting mods. So if you want to craft a different type of mod, which you're going to be able to do a little bit later on in the game based on some drops you may get, the luminite crystals are something you're going to want to hold on to. Guys like him and various other versions of special spawns like that will pop into the game randomly, and there's an audio effect that plays when that happens, and it is always a time when you want to look around and understand what's around you, because you're about to get screwed. Some of them are really, really nasty depending on what type of environment you're in. Like if you're in real close quarters with them, it can be bad. There's one of them that has the ability that no matter where he is in relation to you, whether he can see you or not, he can create an area of effect explosion right on top of you. He doesn't even have to be in the same room as you, on the same level. It doesn't matter. He just somehow psychically knows where you are and creates these little explosions that are just terrible. If you get hit by like 2 of them, you get the infected status effect, and you're coughing, and it's just, yeah, it's a giant shit sandwich. Not fun. Alright, so this was a really, really bad map spawn. Sometimes on these map spawns, you'll get 2 different dungeons to go into. You get the main quest one, which is what's up ahead of us, and you also get one that is like something cool, and we only got 1 this time, which kind of sucks. Come on, sexy, do you see me? And you gotta watch it, as you saw last time. There were some of these guys are buried underground, and they will pop up and ambush you as you walk down through certain areas. Oh, what were you doing back there?
Yeah, get it.
Yeah, get it. And the farther you are with the sniper rifles and this rifle specifically, the farther your target is from you, the less damage you're going to do to it. So all of these weapons have like an effective range to them, and once you get outside that effective range, you're going to notice degraded damage. Just FYI. If you're shooting at stuff and going, oh, I could have totally, if I headshotted him and he didn't die, why didn't he die this time? Usually it's because, although there is a random nature to the damage, it's probably because you were a little too far away when you took the shot. And yes, there is a scoped sniper rifle in the game. You can get it later on. It's a static spawn, so it's in the basement of a church. When you run into the root mother, after you're done dealing with her, you can go to the basement of the church and find your sniper rifle. So that's a really nice weapon. It has a scope. It's fantastic. I love it. This one, you're just kind of looking down the old iron sights and picking them off from a distance. I really want to go talk to the old man, but let's reset. See if we can find something different out here. We didn't even get to pick up a ring. So if you exit back to the game's menu, it will effectively reset your position, and it will allow you to get back to Ward 13. And when you get here, you can come into your world settings like we were talking about before, do that reroll campaign thing, and it pretty much resets things, gives you the ability to change your difficulty settings. We're just going to stay on normal because I really don't care. And if we go back out into the world, it will have pretty much reloaded everything, even skill books. So this is just a fantastic way to farm. The one thing I haven't done is tried to pick up that armor set twice. We'll have to try that. Because the armor set that we picked up will respawn as well. You'll see that this oilskin potion respawns up here. The key card that we picked up previously has respawned. Which I really don't think it should, but... I think once you have quest items, they should stay in your inventory. And not respawn out in the world. I don't know what happens if we pick it up again. I don't want to break the game.
Yeah.
But if we go through here and we head upstairs, you'll see over here on this wall, there's that armor again. We are going to try to pick that up and see what happens. So we have the armor. We didn't lose it or anything like that. If you go look, you can see we have the Drifter's overcoat. We have the Drifter's pants, all that good stuff. If we pick it up again, what does it give us? Scrap? Yeah, a little bit of scrap. I'm not sure what quest complete means, but... I'm afraid to pick up the quest item twice. Lord only knows what'll happen. And when you rest at like that checkpoint area, and any bonfire, it refills your health, it refills your Dragonheart charges, and it refills all of your ammo. So keep that in mind. If for some reason you're getting low on ammo, and you want to reload, you can do that, but just also know that it's going to respawn all of the enemies in the area at the same time. So if you're getting toward the end of something, you don't want to really rest to get your ammo back in that way, because it's not gonna benefit you in the way you think.
They come.
Nobody's coming. You just be quiet. Somebody's gonna get shot.
How's that, you bastard?
Oh, I took him out before he'd call his friends. Oh, you're gonna hide behind the car? Really? Oh, there you are. Shit. Oh yeah, we're about to get some company now. Oh, maybe not. That just knocked him down. Oh, that did take him out. Nice. Oh my god. They're all over the place.
Stay down.
Nice. And when you see the red ashes, that means that you took him out. So that 86 headshot, I didn't think was really going to take him out. That's why I was kind of staying hidden there for a second. Alright, let's go look up top here and see if there's... Doesn't look like there's anything up there. Sometimes up here there could be a crate that'll spawn. It didn't spawn this time, obviously, so... It does look like we can go in the building, though, and go upstairs, which is good. You can see that there's this green thing in this truck. Looks like that is some adrenaline. We haven't talked about adrenaline yet. Let's go take a look at that. Adrenaline increases your movement speed by 10% and your melee attack speed by 15%. So I would say that adrenaline, although outside of the movement speed increase, is probably a pretty awesome thing to have for the Scrapper, since most of what he does is so focused on melee. I'm sure it works good for other classes too. I haven't utilized it a lot, so at least not as the hunter. Oh, I hear somebody. Somebody is somewhere. Oh, I see him. I see him, I see him, I see him. Uh-oh, I think he sees me. He moved back in that room pretty quick. Maybe he was just going out for a smoke break. That's what he was doing out on the balcony. Hey, the Root needs smoke breaks too. They're part of a union. It's mandated. It's fine. Come on. Come back out. Come back out so I can shoot you. Oh, I hear him breathing. Come on. Alright. We'll get him later. Alright, inside we go. Can we break the wooden shelf? Oh, we can. Didn't give us anything, but hey, it's worth a try. Ooh, chairs. Oh. Tear up some chairs. Can we get this one? Oh, nice. Is there anything behind the counter? No. Sometimes they'll put stuff down here on these shelves, and you can't always see it from the other side. Alright. Oh, a ring. A ring. Mother's ring. Reduces incoming ranged damage by 15%. That is super nice. You get a little bit later into the game and you're going to run into guys with guns. And having some ranged damage reduction is not a bad thing. You would think, since I just cracked off that shot underneath that window, that they would come running, but nope, not so much. Somebody's coming. Don't know who. And you don't want to attack on the stairs, because you don't have the advantage that you might think. The high ground doesn't really exist in that manner. You can be in a weird situation where you can't hit them, but they can hit you, and it goes all sorts of pear-shaped. Come on, come up the stairs. There you go. You want to throw some stuff at me? There you go. Yeah, don't fight on the stairs. Don't fight on the stairs. At the stairs is good, just not on the stairs. So that ring that we found is one of the random things that can spawn in this area. So that's why I kind of reset things, because I was thinking I'd like to see if I could pull a ring out of here, and ring. So, and we didn't really go too far. We just killed some enemies, did some looting. Now we get to the point where you start killing bosses and you reset your whole game. That can be kind of where it gets a little dicey as far as whether it's a good decision to do that or not. But as I said, I've been told they're coming out with this adventure mode in the game, where I think it's going to let you kind of replay certain areas selectively, or reset certain areas selectively based on where you are in the game, so it doesn't wipe all of your progress every time you reset. Something sounds really big. Oh god. Oh, he just tried to jump on me. No! None of that. Oh shit, there's one to the right. There's one to the right. Oh shit. Hold up. Nope. Should have charged him, shouldn't have backed off. Thought I'd take a regular swing at him, and it didn't quite work out the way I thought. Alright, well, there is absolutely nothing up here. Here's the balcony that guy was standing on. There's nothing on the balcony. Sure sounds like somebody else is in here. Something green over there. You definitely will take fall damage if you didn't catch it in the tutorial. If you drop from any distance, really, you're going to take fall damage, so watch out for that. Generally not something you want. Somebody's not happy. Alright, there has got to be a way. How do we go? I swear on the second level of this building there was loot. Man, somebody sounds close. Oh shit. Yep, it is close. That's why it sounded close. It was.
That was rough.
Maybe we were looking in these windows to this area, I bet. Alright, that makes sense. Disregard. We found it. Alright, so you can see a similar area with like the trees and stuff. But this time it's some weird tree that's over here and the little dude in the helicopter's not there. So as I said, random spawns. Kind of how it works. I'm going to peek back here, just make sure there's nothing else. I want to miss out on like a skill book or something. I can take out tables, chairs, giant bookcases, but kitchen cabinets, bridge too far. And all the iron you pick up, all the consumables you pick up before you reset, you get to keep all of those. So when I said it's a decent way to farm, I really meant it's a decent way to farm. Now, we haven't seen another skill book, which is unfortunate, but believe me, they come back. Or they show up again, I should say. Oh, Shadow, you missed the best part, which was the stream attempting to start like 3 times and then the game crashing over and over again because Shadow Play didn't really want to, you know, play. What in God's name is that? Oh, that's one of those special guys, except instead of a big club, he has exploding arrows. See if we can catch him before he catches us. Where is he at? I'm afraid. And he can teleport around, the guy with the bow with the exploding arrows. So you gotta watch out for him. There is one of these guys, one of those regular guys in that room over there. I don't know where he's at, but I saw him walk past. Where's this guy?
Yeah, get it!
Come on, throw something at me. You know you want to. I'm a tempting target. I'm a tempting target. Oh god, there's 3 of them. Alright, now we're gonna fall back.
Stay down.
Alright, one left. No! Hey, Nerdbird, what's going on? Yeah, it was a lot of fun. There was definitely some off-stream cursing going on, Shadow. Oh shit! I knew he was there. I'm afraid to go in and go after him because I saw that guy with the bow in there. With, as I said, there's somebody with the bow and exploding arrows that's floating around in here. I know the moment I show my face, he's gonna pop out and try to murder me. I hear him. Oh, I do not want to engage him in here. Oh, he just jumped down. He's gonna walk right back through this door. Telling you, that guy is here. My spidey senses are tingling. That random scream you hear is him. That. There he is, right there. Oh! Got clipped before he could shoot one off. Oh shit.
Who's next?
Yeah, who's next? Come on, come on. You want to throw something at him? Yeah, you do. Go ahead. Oh, that was so nice. I don't know that I want to jump down there just yet. Oh, oh, fail. Oh, let me back in here. Skill book. I see a skill book. Oh, it's up here. Gotta go up to go down. Oh, come on. I saw a skill book. I saw a skill book. Come on. How do you get to it? Tick, 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 tick. Over here, maybe? There we go. Alright, I'm not giving up my loot. Never give up my loot on the first date. Never happens. Just won't do it. Not that kind of girl. What can I say? Alright, so there are stairs that will take us back up top so we can cross over that area. Which means this looks like it's a double dungeon spawn, so hopefully there's something interesting over here. And it's not just the end of the map. Let's check the map. I'll poke my head in here and see. I should know pretty quick. Oh! Oh! Okay, so this merchant has a fantastic piece of headgear you can get from him. You also can get the full set of what he drops from a random boss spawn as well. But it's a headpiece that has health regen on it, and you just have to kill him for it. So we are going to put... let's see here. What are we gonna... Well, I'm not touching that checkpoint.
That smell.
Here we go. We're gonna do this without saving.
I don't know.
Who am I? What? Somebody's talking to me.
Where'd you come from? No. No. Yep. Right as acid rain, yeah? Yes. Yes. Okay, goodbye. No. I got nothing. Can't trade nothing. Can't hear nothing. Can't see nothing. Voices. It's the voices. Millions of them. I can't.
And he's got a shotgun too, so you kind of have to watch out.
The destroyer. He sees you. He knows what you're doing.
Does he?
Forget. Yeah, forgot everything.
Hodor!
Forget nothing.
Forget it all.
The Oak's watching, huh? It's always watching.
Can I have that mask?
No. I found nothing, saw nothing, hear nothing. But whispers. Don't wanna. Don't.
Give me that mask!
Don't go.
Oh, stop moving. There we go. Alright, so we got the twisted mask, and if we put the twisted mask on, you will see that it regenerates a little bit of health. So we're going to go ahead and wear that because it also looks awesome. My skill is what's making my eyes glow. The mask doesn't make your eyes glow. Yeah, bosses won't respawn unless you reset the world. And resetting the world literally like resets everything right back to the beginning of the game. So you kind of start from scratch again. As I was saying a little bit earlier, they are putting an adventure mode in the game that is going to allow you to like selectively reset areas from what I understand. And I think that's going to allow you to reset and kind of farm bosses and farm for different bosses that may like, so for the first boss that you run into in this kind of area of the game, there's actually another boss that is a rare spawn that can spawn instead of him, and they both give different loot, which makes different mods. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But right now, in order to kind of farm, it's really, really rough outside of this first area. Alright, we're not touching the checkpoint. Again, if you touch the checkpoint, it makes all of the enemies respawn, and we don't want to do that. So we're not doing that. We've done enough killing. Alright. So now we'll head to the other area of the map, which I'm assuming is going to be... There is no map marker here. Maybe I can get my mouse to work. No. But effectively it's kind of north, south, east, west of where we are now. Oh, somebody's here. Somebody's making noise. Anything down here? Nope. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately, to whoever was asking before, no, you can't really do anything with the dumpsters. Hello. Would you like to throw something at me? You want to charge? Charge! It's like jousting with Root. Groot? Oh, hello. Do you see me? Are you coming for me? No? Sounds like something larger is around. Frenzy Dust. We haven't seen... we did see one Frenzy Dust, but I didn't show it to you guys. Frenzy Dust Boosts your fire rate and reload speed for everybody that, so your whole team, if you pop in this dust cloud that it creates, you get this boost. It's kind of nice. It's good for burning bosses and stuff.
Yeah.
Or special encounters where like 8 million mobs all spawn at the same time. And yes, that happens. Where you have to like outlast them. It can be pretty helpful. Have you played Bloodborne? Oh yeah. No. Oh shit! No. That's not what I wanted. Nope. Going downstairs. Going upstairs. Shooting him in the face.
Whoa.
That was a little more hectic than I was hoping for. And you can see he didn't drop one of those luminite crystals, so they don't always drop them. We just got lucky with the first two that we killed.
Yeah.
Don't think there was anything up here. This was that other building. Nah, we're good. Too bad that's not a loot crate. We definitely want to go down there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody's coming. Uh-oh. Roll. Damn it. Oh, bad idea. Break my own rule. I have the health regen mask on. What am I talking about? I can take a little damage. It's fine. Oh, there's the loot crate. So you can see we got consumable, oilskin tonic, and we got some scrap and iron. So, as I was saying, if there's other stuff that you guys know about, let me know if you want to play it in your own game. I just haven't seen anything other than that stuff drop. I'd love it if it would kick out rings and skill books and all that stuff. That'd be good.
Yeah.
That chair had to die. Sorry. Its mere existence insulted me. What's down here? Anything?
Yeah.
Alright, is this where... Yes. Just another level down. Alright. Nothing over there. Bookcases. Let's reconfirm that there's absolutely nothing in the alley back here. No. Alright. See if we can get to those boxes. It should be right out here somewhere. Aha. As long as I don't thrust my way off the side of the cliff. Uh-oh. I saw a big guy with a club over here. Just beyond that wall. You can see the club moving over top of the wall. I think we'll pass on that for a moment. Oh god, what we need is, we need ammo. Maybe we should have rested at that bonfire. Or a checkpoint. Alright, we're gonna take this guy out. Try to. Oh, stop moving. Where's my sniper rifle? Oh, who needs a sniper rifle with headshots like that? Come on. Oh, there's two of them over here with him? Oh, that's just fantastic. Oh. Okay. Time to run. Oh, shit. Well, I don't know that I really want to engage him down here, but... Oh, he dropped a crystal too. Nice.
Whoa. It's over.
Well, now we gotta go... Well, maybe we can get around this way. Yeah, there we go. Now we need handgun ammo. We got long gun ammo again. But I think we're right at the end of this map. See if there's anything good over here. Nope, I don't see any blue, I don't see any purple. Yeah, the only thing that's going to be over here is probably going to be the end of the map and the pathway to the first boss. Not the actual first boss, but the zone that you have to pass through in order to get to him. Yep, that's it. Alright, well, that's probably going to wrap the stream up for this evening. Didn't want to get too far deep into this. I apologize to those of you who are watching this and saw the initial fail with the starts and stops of the stream. That really wasn't my fault. That was, we'll call that shadow play fail. But I will seek to avoid that in future. Maybe I won't be lazy and I'll set an OBS up and we can stream like real streamers and not like noobs. But as I said, that's going to wrap us up. You guys got questions, comments, or concerns, share them with me in the comment section below. But if you got anything out of the video, I sure would appreciate a like on the video or a sub on the channel. We'll definitely stream more Remnant from the Ashes, so keep an eye on the channel for that. But as always, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.